A year after it was formed on the orders of Myanmar's de facto leader Aung San Suu Kyi, the Advisory Commission on Rakhine State delivered its final report. Headed by former UN Chief Kofi Annan, the Commission was tasked with investigating the problems there, 4 years after fighting between majority Buddhists and minority Rohingya Muslims killed nearly 200 people and displaced 140,000 others.
If adopted and implemented in the spirit in which they were conceived, I firmly believe that these recommendations, along with those of our interim report, can trace a path to lasting peace in Rakhine State.
Perhaps the Commission's most important recommendation is to urge the government to review the 1982 citizenship law, which effectively makes the Rohingya stateless. The law doesn't recognize the Rohingya as one of the country's 135 ethnic groups. The Commission also recommended the government allow the Rohingya freedom to go where they want. But years of enmity and distrust will be difficult to erase. Buddhists in Rakhine told us they no longer feel they can trust the Muslim Rohingya. Many blame them for the fighting in northern Rakhine, where rebel fighters attacked border posts and killed 9 policemen last October. A crackdown started by the Myanmar army last year has been relaunched to capture fighters. The operation is renewing tensions in the state. Nearly 90,000 Rohingya have sought safety in neighbouring Bangladesh since last October, alleging human rights abuses by Myanmar security forces. Ultimately, it's up to the government of Myanmar to implement the recommendations of the Commission. It only has an advisory role, and its report may turn out to be an academic exercise. The government has told the Commission it will create ways to monitor implementation of the recommendations, but hasn't said which ones it accepts. Following the Commission's interim report, the government also indicated it would implement most of the recommendations, including greater access to media and aid workers in Rakhine State. But many travel restrictions remain. The world will be watching what Myanmar's leader Aung San Suu Kyi and the government do next. Florence, Looi, Al Jazeera, Yangon, Myanmar.